Annie was going to talk for a couple minutes about the City Nature Challenge.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Terrific. So anyone out there addicted to iNaturalist? Should say like, my name is Annie. And anyway, iNaturalist, if you don't know what it is, it's a just tremendous platform. National Geographic runs it, but they have a website and also a terrific app. And if you're not already on it, using it, it's a great way to record your mushroom sightings. It's also a great way to record, any kind of life essentially that you see around. It's a social media kind of aspect of it too. I have made several friends through iNaturalist, and it's just a wonderful thing. And so they have a City Nature Challenge that they're participating in, and it happens every year. We did it last year as well. And this is, a few days. It's April 29th to May 2nd. Those are the dates that people are sort of taking observations of all kinds of wildlife all around the world. It's a global thing, tons of cities participate. And, during that time, people are making observations, and then there's several days afterwards where you have a chance to post the photos or even sounds or other kinds of documentation for what you saw. And then there's a period where people will help identify it. And it's really a great way that people are surveying, kind of how many species people are finding. And you can kind of look from year to year and see certain trends. So it's really a great way to get people into this. I sort of like, for me, the best metaphor for iNaturalist is like Pokemon Go. You just can walk around and grab photos of all kinds of cool stuff. And it makes just like even taking your kid to the playground a lot more interesting. So, if you're a neglectful parent like me, you might be, like 20 feet away photographing a mushroom while your kid is falling off of a swing. But anyway, so if you haven't downloaded iNaturalist, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you do. And I think what we're going to do is we'll have on that weekend, we'll have forays. So I think we'll try to do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll also try to have one of the forays be at Woodend, and that will be a really cool kind of like way to sync with our new sequencing project. So, some of those observations that we make, we can then sequence, later in the summer and figure out what the heck they are. And so then, afterwards, we'll try to figure out what they are. And iNat themselves and the City Nature Challenge, they have some nights set up where, you can come online to a Zoom room and people will help you identify. But I think I would like to do that too. And maybe I can rope Mitch into doing it as well. We could get some of the identifiers to do some sessions afterwards. So the thing is, I know, it's a new technology for some people. And for me, I'm, terrible late adopter of everything and very clunky at this stuff. So I sympathize if people haven't used it. And I really want to bring in people who don't already have it. So, leading up to this, we have several weeks to figure out, how to use it and how to get it on your phone and to start practicing. And so, I am going to ask, Elizabeth or someone else to send out some sessions, and I'll probably do a couple Zoom sessions where, we can share screens. I can help you sign up for the project. And then maybe even, in person, but distancy, whatever, maybe outdoors sessions ahead of time where, if you are just like, what the heck is this app and what is this phone? I can actually just help you put it on your phone and do it for you. So that's something that, I know we're all really excited about. And then we'll have the forays, you'll get announcements for them. But I just, I highly recommend that you engage in this, this activity, but also in iNaturalist in general. It is such a great resource. You find new spots, like legit. I have found so many new spots from trolling iNaturalist and found some crazy species that I certainly would not have found on my own. So, definitely looking forward to all of this, and you'll hear more about it. Feel free to reach out to me my email is Anna.Weissman, Weissman @gmail.com, or you can email the MAW people and they'll hook us up. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Annie. I always have fun in City Nature Challenge every year. And I know Isabella Farr is another one of our members who's like super active on iNaturalist. So if you go in the MAW-DC iNaturalist project, you will see Annie and Isabella all over that. And then the rest of us sort of nipping at their heels a little bit. But
no, everyone's doing, honestly, everyone is making great observations. We have tons of members who are doing, and not just the amount. I mean, because I think the thing they want to emphasize, it's not about like which city has the most observations, but truly about quality. And, you know, one of the things that we want to get is like lots of shots, cross sections, you know, as much kind of tree associates to really, otherwise, you know, this is like citizen science and you can make a contribution if you make good observations. If you make crappy observations, then it's fun, but it's not really helping anyone out as much. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely not quantity, and all observations are a contribution.
awesome.
I'd note another big benefit of this, which is if you're starting out doing identification, after you've taken a picture and done an observation, you can say, what did you see? And it will give you a list of potential things. Now, don't eat something based on that, but it is really a good place to start to looking at descriptions and deciding, oh yeah, this is what I'm looking at, or at least it's in that genus. Is really good.
Yeah,
it's true. The AI is getting way better. I mean, it's like kind of, honestly, people will say stuff like, oh, don't trust an app, but like, and I wouldn't, but the AI has gotten really good. And part of that is because it's like absorbing and sucking up the brains of people like Jacob, who are doing identifications, or like Alan Rockefeller, or some of the other like super user champions, like Christian Schwartz on iNaturalist. And, you know, those guys, they're making identifications, guys and gals, Sigrid, also, you know, making identifications, and then the algorithm is absorbing sort of their identifications and building that into the pattern. So it's not just like a dumb phone. It's actually like a brain trust in a way. It's not a substitute for actually learning, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Annie, and thanks for heading up our efforts to like do a big blitz of forays and stuff that weekend. I think it'll be fun.